Everybody's Invicta. It's time for a Blue Baby run here on Wednesday. That's right. By popular request of the Mosh Pit, someone's been asking for a Blue Baby run for a last couple of weeks, and I figured why not? We haven't played him in what feels like quite a while, so sure. Nice way to switch it up a little bit. Speaking of switching it up, thank you for not switching it up here on the meme of the day here by Basic Cap 9052. Title thread was he. And they also said the song is actually unbelievable. So 68 plays total on, I guess that's Spotify. I didn't even know that our album was on Spotify, but sure, it might be YouTube music. Oh no, actually that is YouTube music. I take that back. Hang on, let me bring the screenshot back. There, yeah, YouTube music. There we go. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that our music is not on Spotify. If it is, I need to be told about it because I didn't put it out there. Thank you very much, Basic Cap, and everyone who upvoted that one. Z-Day is gonna be X-Ray 689 barbecue. Barbecue whiskey barbecue. Yeah, yep, barbecue. I've got barbecue on the mind. So, Blue Baby. Let's talk about Blue Baby. Obviously, the biggest difference here between most other characters in Isaac is that Blue Baby cannot receive Red Heart upgrades, period. Period, point blank, bar none. He cannot receive HP. So, this is usually kind of a barrier of entry for a lot of newer players, myself included. Whenever I first started playing Isaac back in the day for Wrath of the Lamb, I was like, why would anyone, like, this is the hardest character in video games. Why would anyone want to play him? And while it is true that Blue Baby is certainly a challenge, he does have a couple of different, I would say, advantages. The first off should be obvious, but in case if it's not, the fact that you literally can never take red heart damage. So what that means is that as long as you have some kind of HP generation for soul hearts, or you have a way to very quickly recover them anyway, that means that essentially you're always guaranteed to get devil deals. Because you don't have to worry ever about taking red heart damage because you literally cannot take red hearts, right? But that's one of those things that you don't really kind of think about as a newer player in Isaac, and a lot of the times you look at this and like, oh my gosh, I can't recover my health. How am I supposed to live with myself? I mean, we took damage and now we're expected to not get our HP back. This is absurd. Like that is quite literally some of the biggest thoughts in my brain whenever I first started playing Blue Baby. He is one of the hardest characters to play in Wrath of the Lamb, but again, it's nice that you do start off with a good amount of stats. You start off with the poop, which is it's not a great item, but I mean, if it keeps paying out like this, then hey, maybe we'll talk. Maybe we'll have a little bit more of a talking to. And of course, Blue Baby with his movement speed, with the tears rate, he's not a bad, from a stat standpoint, he's not terrible. I am going to use the double judgment and just bomb that now, because obviously I would really, really like to have the blue Candida, because that would be a fantastic way for us to sort of bolster our early game damage here. Obviously we're going to go after this Tinted Rock. I'm going to try to place the bomb here, so if there is a super secret room there, we could also maybe access it. Of course, it's not the way it happens, and we ended up getting 0 money out of that, or 0 soul hearts, so yeah. Yeah, we've had a member of the Mosh Pit, and I'm apologize for forgetting your name, but they've been asking for a Blue Baby run for a little bit now. Someone's also been asking for a tainted, or not tainted, a regular Eve run as well, which, hey, look, I'm down for regular Eve, but there's nothing really too special about her. I mean, give me tainted Eve all day, every day. But we all know how that's going to happen. It's the equal amount of people who dislike Tainted Eve because they just don't like Sumptorium because they think it's a boring item and blah, 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 blah. This is where the contrarians will be like, imagine hating something that was built in the game and being used the way it's supposed to. That is how the general hive mind of the anti-YouTube comments work. Just get regular OHP. Again, I would still really, really, really love to get, if we could, get Blue Candle, as Blue Candle was fantastic for the early game. So you need to find the regular secret room, which I don't know if it's going to be it could be there. I don't know if it's going to be to the right of the curse room. We have enough bombs to really check, so might as well. It could be below the shop, I guess. A little bit of an oddball, and again, there's just no money to be found. We've done everything we can to make money on this floor, including getting a double judgment payout, and the game still has given us, I think, 3 cents. So if we want blue candle, we're gonna have to bomb for it, and I guess I should have just done this in the beginning, but get our 6 cents. All right, 6 whole cents. All right. We go into the curse room, but meh. They might be thinking, well, you got to go angel deals, right? If you don't have a whole lot of soul hearts or anything, or a soul heart generator on floor 1, not necessarily. You don't necessarily have to default to angel deals just because you play blue baby. It's safer for sure, but just remember that safety doesn't always mean keeping like the HP that you have and sacrificing like huge offensive stats, possible stats anyway. Gimpy's huge for blue baby. Obviously, if we take damage, we're able to maybe get a soul heart back, which would be very nice, especially after getting instantly shot in the face by a pooter in the previous room. You also maybe notice that we're getting guppy flies here, or mulligan flies. That is from us destroying poops. That is a passive ability from blue baby. Really, gotta say, we haven't had too much luck on these bombs here. And I will also say that we haven't had too much luck on these secret room generations either. That was a perfectly timed death card, I tell you what. Thank you, Gimpy, for saving us from the schmoove. Yes, the cough has been worse this past week. I think it's honestly the changing weather and allergies. It's been much worse this week than it was in the previous couple of weeks. So, just it's almost like a fact of life at this point. You know, I just gotta kind of just live with it and mitigate it the best I can without, you know, destroying my teeth and my stomach by eating so much of those honeys. But man, the honeys do be good. I am going to take growth hormones. I am going to look inside the devil deal, and oh man, getting Spear of the Night would be absolutely huge for blue baby, and I am going to take it because flying is just that good. So we could go back into the secret room, which may be to the left of the item room, I guess. It's not there because we already tried. That's not necessarily blocked. Neither is that one, but we've already tried that wall. Okay, it's here. These 2 fires tell me that the secret room is right there. Right, meow. And that was just gas, I guess. Okay. Surely you wouldn't, right, game? We only have 1 bomb, but I'm willing to see how ridiculous this is going to get. Okay. Okay, yeah, I have no friggin' clue where the secret room is at this point. We've had 2 very bad secret room floors here. So I'm just going to mosey on over. So we didn't get much, or if anything, out of Boom, but you tried. And you know what? Sometimes in Isaac, that's the most important thing, is that you tried. I would have wished that I held on to 1 bomb here, but right there is a great example of why you want to control your outgoing damage. You saw that those mulligan flies went directly after that blue bomb, and I wasn't necessarily wanting to blow that up right then and there. There's a Tinted Rock up there, by the way. But it happened anyway. So that's, you know, it's like a broken record, and I understand that, but for the newer players, or if you're new to the channel and you're trying to learn Isaac, the concept of making sure that you are always in control of your character, regardless if it comes down to movement, if you just shoot that through the wall. I'm pretty sure he shot that through the wall. And Keeper Sack would be absolutely huge, absolutely mental if we can get that for blue baby. Yeah, the idea, the concept of you being able to control every aspect of your character as much as humanly possible is extremely, extremely important. Isaac is one of the rare games where, you know, you are pretty much one-to-one with your controls in any given situation. The only variable is that sometimes the hitboxes they kind of change every now and then. Sometimes you'll get hit by something that you shouldn't have, and sometimes you won't get hit by something that you definitely should have. That's just Isaac, baby. It's pretty insane how the hitboxes vary. Like I said, we all saw that the massive hit that I took from Ultra Greed not that long ago when he was spinning, and it was about maybe 30 feet away from where Isaac was. I'm pretty sure that was not on a YouTube stream, but that was on a Twitch stream. One of those where I threw the red challenge flag and had to call for a ref's intervention and coach's challenge because we needed to go to the replay for that. Only 3 cents from pay dirt here. If we can end up getting keeper sack again, that'll be absolutely huge. We'll definitely love that for us. 2 cents away. Now we did get a bomb, which means that we can go into that mob trap room. If wow. These schmoovin' spiders, man. Very happy that we have blue candle. Very, very happy for that fact. Again, we have the tinted rock. Are you kidding me with these shots, dude? Okay, game. I see what we're doing here. Game. So not only are you not going to give us the 2 cents that we need, but you're also going to be hitting all these ridiculous shots on us. Okay. You know what? I ain't even scared, game. I'll go in here and do this before buying that soul heart. Think about that. You're not going to have it your way, game. It's just not going to happen. You know, you poke the bear one too many times, you're liable to get bit. Liable to get mauled. I'm not necessarily calling myself a bear in this situation. I'm just saying, you hit me one too many times, you're gonna get the horns, heavy metal horns. Okay, so let's go and blow up this tinted rock over Meow. By the way, yes, we still did not get any money out of that. And we still are not going to get any money out of that. If you weren't convinced that this game doesn't listen to you by now, I don't know what more evidence do you need. We've had so many opportunities to just simply get 2 cents. I have to see maybe the secret room's here. It is. And there we go. Finally. Thank you, game. No, you know what? I'm not going to say thank you. That's ridiculous. How many chests did we open? I mean, hey, look, I'm glad that we ended up getting consolation prize and latchkey, but I'm not going to say thank you. I earned this. Keeper sack going to give us a damage up and a range upgrade there. Could go into the curse room. I'm going to for the cost of a half heart. Not worth it at all. It pays to know where your secret rooms are and eventually do find them. Although I will say this is the 3rd map in a row that we've had where the secret room was definitely not obvious. Sometimes you gotta put your best Isaac forward and think. Yeah, see, Angry Fly, what you're doing right now is doing a great example of not controlling my outgoing damage. Now we could take duality here, but I'm not going to. And Little Brimmy, I mean, Little Brimmy's great and all, but yeah. Where's the unknown? Well, the thing we do know is that we only have 2 HP. We got to be careful. Lieutenant Rock sometimes in there. Obviously, we're not going to play the sack room, as that would be a very dangerous situation, especially if we decided to play it until we die. Then dare say that's suboptimal. Normally, you don't want to be playing things until you die in the game. It's not a good way to win. Like, pro tip: scoring more points in football means that than your opponent means you're going to win. I dare say, more often than not, the team that scores more points than the other team is usually the team to win. I know that might sound like quite the lofty goal there, but generally speaking, you don't want to use up all your HP before, winning. That was one weird looking map, man. The map generation has just been on something today. I'm not sure what it is. Been enjoying playing Project Zomboid a lot. Those of you who've been by on the stream lately, you know that we have a Project Zomboid server. You can join the Discord for and get access to. Project Zomboid, it's one of those games that you just get rewarded. The more time that you put into Zomboid, the more you get out of it, right? It's kind of like Minecraft in a way too, where you spend a lot of time building up something. Like you weren't in creative mode, and you make this really amazing building, and it's super impressive, and like it took a lot of time to do. It's just more satisfying. That's exactly what Zomboid is, except if you put zombies in it instead of creepers. I think that Project Zomboid is, and we do have a modded server, and I know Invicta doesn't like playing mods. It's true, but I will say that if your game is obnoxiously obtuse, as Zomboid is, in terms of the UI, in terms of some of the things you have to do in it, look, I am all for quality of life enhancements, okay? That is the one time where using mods is definitely excused by me. We have done a bona fide, genuine Invicta full clear here. Don't ask me how we didn't find the item room or the shop amongst that monstrosity of a cluster of rooms over there. So if you ever had a passing interest in Zomboid, or if you happen to be a Zomboid expert, definitely join the mosh pit. We need help. Over the weekend, we took a lot of lumps. We're there in Fort Sparkle. I'm not gonna buy the nightlight. I don't care if we have Keeper Sack. It's not worth it. It's gonna be straight up with you. It's just not worth it. Some people really like the nightlight, and they'll be like, "Oh, look, you can prevent Curse of Darkness." Hate to break it to you there, Chief, but Curse of Darkness is definitely not worth randomly shooting a light that's going to slow down projectiles. In my opinion, anyway. Got a little bit too early there, Blue Baby. There we go. The Locus of Conquest here. Another HP upgrade here and another Devil Deal. And we already have Spectral Tears, but for only one Soul Heart, basically 2 Soul Hearts, we get a permanent movement speed buff and a Tears Up, which I'm going to take. And Curse the Blind. Yeah, see, I want to read what that card does there, title screen. I don't want to, like... The Treasure Management Manager, you have 2 items to choose from. Yeah, well, unfortunately for us, it's Curse the Blind, so... Tarot Cloth, by the way, modifies what tarot cards do. This is the exact reason why we don't take Curse the Blind exists. This time it worked out for us, but what about the next time? There's gonna be those people like, oh, see, you gotta take blind items. There's literally nothing wrong with doing so. BS there, Poindexter. We've had many, many, many runs get bricked by Curse the Blind. No. Look, I took a blind item for you in the secret room on this run. All right, that's about all the excursion I can take. My old ticker doesn't work as good as it used to anymore. Lead everyone to believe them. Like 75 years old with a bad heart. I got allergies, okay? I got we all got problems. We all got health problems here and there. And of course they get more frequent when you get a little bit older, but I mean, that's just how it works. Give me a little Gish, which is definitely not the mob I wanted to see. The boss I wanted to see. I don't know why he keeps bouncing and moving when he lands. Take a little Gish. We're going to skip the item room and the shop again because it's blind. We have a very slim shot at getting boss rush here with the stars card, so we don't even have to worry about looking for the fool card. We just need to find the boss and beat her, which with blue candle is definitely doable. We just have to go the right way. Also not die before then. So you're seeing how important it is to land those blue candle shots, but when you do, you're definitely rewarded with a just massive amount of damage. I don't know why I'm doing this. Taking already one full sword of damage from rushing, and we also have gone the wrong way. All right. Nope. Need you to not get in my inventory there. Thank you. If this isn't the right way, then our boss rush dreams are definitely dead. Or Babylon giving us a movement speed buff and a damage buff definitely helps out a lot. Our fool card, which again we don't care about right now. Oh, we might make it. It's gonna be close. Basically live or die by way of blue candle. There we go. Obviously, you want to go for the Polaroid because you just have permanent polar invincibility, and we get Judas's freaking shadow, which I will take just in case we need it. Oh man. Oh man, Backstabber. We got to go Backstabber. We can't not take Backstabber. I mean, Parasite is definitely like tempting, but I'm going to use my best friend here because Lodestone is load bad. Now we could, in theory, we could just turn into Black Judas and be done with it. I guess we don't have a choice in the matter. All right. So now we're Black Judas. That was the longest, fastest charge that I thought was going to connect with like the rocks, and he just kept on going. Admittedly, like I wasn't that careful there because I was like, whatever. If we die, we die. I promise you I wasn't purposely trying to turn into Black Judas or anything. But now we're Black Judas, baby! Black Judas, of course, I mean, he still can't get red hearts, so nothing really changes that much from Blue Baby, except for the fact that we do lots more damage. And yes, I am aware that the game gave us... a greed fight in our final shop after getting Keeper Sack, so good on you, game. Very proud of you for, again, just proving the fact that like you very clearly listened to people when they play this game. Stem cells. I'll take stem cells. I mean, the shot speed is kind of nice, especially for Backstabber when you need to make those really accurate shots. And of course, the HP doesn't help. It doesn't It doesn't hurt. I mean, yeah, Project Zomboid is it's a lot of fun. Watching lots of Godzilla movies too. I'm so jazzed after watching Godzilla -1 that I'm just like, man, I really want to see it again and again. I'm not saying drops Isaac's most recent 6 items, really. Huh. So if you had a reroll inside of a secret room, potentially you could just re-roll all of that, huh? Interesting. We have 9 bombs. Might as well look for the super secret room. There, and yep. Got the crystal key, which is going to open a random red door for us. And another Curse of the Blind. All right. All right. So the crystal key is going to open a random red door after... Or we have a chance, anyway, of opening a random red door after clearing any room. That right there. And that can and has led to the ultra secret room before. Many times, actually. So, you know, it's an opportune trinket that does have a lot of game... It does have a lot of effects on the game. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a game changer necessarily, but it's close. It's about as close to a game changer as you can get. Now, it's not a run-defining item by any means, but if you do happen to get lucky and you find the ultra secret room because of it, and it happens to give you a good item, then yeah, you know, it's a game changer. Not a run definer though, because you got to get lucky with it. Very quickly scanning the scene on the city tonight, looking for you to start up a fight. There's an evil feeling in my brain. For Tenant Rocks there. Get this room again. Usually there's a Tenant Rock up here, or crawl space or something. But 9 bombs, I mean, we could look for a crawl space. It's kind of a shot in the dark. Might be the ultra secret room here. No, it's not. The Godzilla -1, seriously go see it. If you've not, I know that I've already talked about it before, but if you've not seen it already, you owe it to yourself to see the movie in theaters on its opening like month before it leaves theaters, because like it's the way that the movie was designed for. And it rightfully so deserves all the accolades it's getting. Is it the best Godzilla movie of all time? It might be, is what I'll say. That's the veteran Godzilla fan speaking again. By the way, another specific to full clear here. It might be the best Godzilla film of all time. For the first time ever, we have a Godzilla film where you actually care about the people, right? You actually care about the human characters. And it's because the acting is so good and the writing is also extremely good as well. I'm a big fan of Shin Godzilla. I don't know how many of you all have seen or heard of Shin Godzilla. My gosh. We got a red door in here. 2016 masterpiece that is Shin Godzilla. That one's really good. Really, really, really good. For a while there, I thought Shin Godzilla was my favorite Godzilla movie. But Godzilla -1, it might be in there. I will say I didn't get to see Shin Godzilla in theaters. That was a big regret of mine. I never got to see it in the theater, but and obviously I did get to see -1 in theaters, so that might have something to do with my bias there, and it's also recency bias because obviously like I just saw it like 2 weeks ago. But man, I will say that the only thing that's disappointing about -1 is that it's Godzilla's size. He's not very big. He's one of, if not the smallest Godzillas that we've ever seen. Like Blue Cap here, which is going to give us a massive tears up. We don't care about losing that shot speed. This might be the most curse-ridden run I think I've seen in a while. He is physically one of the smallest Godzillas that we've ever seen. He looks incredible. He looks absolutely stunning. And I said it before whenever I saw the trailers for the first time. What's crazy is that it's the first Godzilla that we've ever seen that he's actively trying to kill people. Like he's going after people, and you don't see that. You know, it was the movie that I was instantly reminded of when I saw it for the first time was Jaws. And Jaws obviously is one of my all-time favorite movies ever. It's the original monster movie. And I don't say original monster movie, original monster blockbuster. You know, and all the best parts about Jaws are in that film, are in -1. And we are just, speaking of curse ridden, we are cursed with Sinvicta navigation super hardcore today. Necronomicon, no thanks. We could touch it to maybe get Bookworm, but if we find 2 more books on this for the rest of this run, then you can tell me I told you so in the comments. But until then, I don't even feel like walking over there to go grab it. That's how nonchalant I am about you, Necronomicon. By the way, another dead end, in case you're counting at home. Oh. Broken remote, eh? Well, we've been having fun with this item. And then if we ever want to use blue candle, we simply just drop the remote and then just use the candle. But I think we're on our way to the boss now, I think. Getting a rock in there. Sure. So we have unlimited procs of this because until we actually fire blue candle, it just stays charged. That's just awesome. I love that kind of stuff, man. The equal amounts of frustration are sometimes balanced out by the equal amounts of pleasure in Isaac. Whenever you find those little things like that where you could, like, you know what, I can just say, screw you, level. I'm going to go wherever the heck I want. And you're not going to impede me in any which way, shape, or form. And I'm going to stick with the broken remote, of course, because I want to zip around the level some more. Another curse. Good lord, man. I'm just going to be hitting the spacebar. And by the way, if you don't know what the broken remote does, it randomly teleports you whenever you use your spacebar item. Sure, we'll take a free little horn. Why not? Level D Twanky. Don't really care. And since the blue candle, essentially it doesn't have a cooldown until after you fire with it, we can just sit here and spam blue candle over and over and over again and just teleport wherever the heck we want. I mean, we have no control over where we teleport, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like, we can stop teleporting whenever we want. We actually just got Curse of the Maze right into Isaac. The game's had enough of this. I had to drop the broken remote. Okay. Yeah, what a fun Blue Baby run. What is going on? I think the game is bugging out here. Isaac was very erratic in that. He would start and stop and then had a very delayed crack the skizzle on there. I mean, I know that he was being slowed by Lil Gish, but like the animation was just all wrong there. We get piercing shots. Dead onion. Go ahead and use that real quick, and then we're just going to zip around the room, zip around the level here. Yeah, sure, Sister Maggie. Come on. Come on down. We'll see how long the game tolerates this. Or finally just puts us in the room with Blue Baby. Hey! Would you look at that? Yeah, I love that stuff, man. It makes everything worth it. Whenever you can just cheese the game like that, do it. Take advantage of it. Enjoy it, is what I say. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this Blue Baby run. I mean, I know we turned into Black Judas there, but essentially it's the same thing, kind of. You still can't get red hearts. He just does just a butt ton more damage, and honestly, I'm cool with that. So happy Wednesday. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Your question of the episode is going to be, what is your favorite broken remote combo? Do you use it to get out of sticky situations, like getting out of boss trap rooms or mob trap rooms? Do you use it to zip around the levels and just say, screw you, game, I'm just going to go wherever I want? Post them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Have a great midweek mosh pit. And remember, join our mosh pit Discord if you want to get on our Project Zomboid server. It's a blast. Been having a lot of fun with it, enjoying a lot of good company with the mosh pit community. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Sean Cooper, Dina, and Alvin Sheldon. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.